safely connect with your sphere. Let's get going with it. Okay, this is kind of our itinerary for this video. What can you use live video for? Well, let's start off with listings. We're going to start off with that. Middle is showings, and the end result is community connection. And what does that all mean? Let's start off with listings, okay? So, of course, since the recent update, it can only be vacant listings that you can go in, right? So that kind of gives us a little bit of I had to redesign this whole presentation just for that sole fact. So just imagine we're only doing this for vacant listings. I want you guys to learn how to do Facebook Live open houses. So how do you guys do that? So let me tell you. Step one, I'm going to go over the steps of what I want you guys to do in that process. And then after that, I'm going to show you how to do a Facebook Live video and then some little tips and tricks on how to get the most out of your Facebook Live videos. So step one is announce it on Facebook the day before. This is absolutely key because you want your followers and the people who are on Facebook to be waiting for you to go live, right? So just do a little post, announce it on your news feed. Hey, you know, I'm going live tomorrow. I'm going to do a virtual open house for you guys. I'm going to walk through my listing, give you guys a nice show, and you know, you guys can ask questions during the live Facebook Live, and I can help you out from there and give me a call if you need any real estate help. Step 1.5, you always want to post a reminder 30 minutes before, because you know how people are, you know. If they have my attention span, I'll forget that I read that within like an hour, right? So if you post a reminder 30 minutes before, and then it's like, oh yeah, I totally wanted to see that house. So let me get going on that, and I'll be waiting for your live feed. And then when you go live, it actually notifies your followers as well. I don't know if you guys have seen that before, but on the actual, you know, notification tab on the Facebook app, it'll tell you when people go live, when your follower or when people you're friends with or your followers go live. So that's kind of a cool feature too. And the other thing about going live is that it ups your engagement rate, which then tricks the whole, you know, big boss of gosh, that went out of my mind. The thing that makes your post go away from the news feed, and then it pops it up to the top again. So you want to beat that, whatever that word is right now, and I can't remember it. I'll get back to that. So step 2, after you've reminded everyone that you're going live, I want to show you guys how to go live. And I think the best way to do it is to show you a video tutorial of how to go live. And, you know, here it is. It's only about like 30 seconds long. I'm going to go to the part.
In this video, desktop.
All right. And go.
Desktop computer. How to analyze your live video's performance and tips.
Hold on, you guys. Internet. Okay.
Tips and tricks to get the most out of the tool. Let's get started with learning how to go live on Facebook via a mobile device. Tap the live camera icon at the top of your newsfeed. Give Facebook access to your camera and microphone when prompted. Choose your privacy and posting settings. Write a compelling description. Add lenses, filters, writing, or drawings to your video. Click the blue Start Live Video button to start broadcasting. Tag friends, interact with viewers and commenters. Click Finish to end the broadcast. Post your reply and save the video to your camera roll.
All right, see, that's super simple. It's really easy, just right from your phone. Oops, let me go exit out of that and go on to the next one. So, as simple as it is to go live, I just wanted to give you guys some tips because, of course, when you have technology, some things can happen wrong. So these tips kind of help you stay out of that little, you know, bubble of being wrong and when you're live. And when you're live, you know, you can't really go back and change. You can't do double, you know, triple takes on what you're doing. Going live is all about making you as personable as possible and make those mistakes. Who cares? You know, it makes you more of a person. No one wants to use people who are robots, right? So first tip, check internet and cell connection prior to going live. Okay, so the most important thing is you always want to try to go live on Facebook through a Wi-Fi connection. A lot of times your cell service won't do the bandwidth needed to actually, broadcast yourself to your followers. And the good thing is that Facebook will actually tell you that your signal strength is weak, kind of like Zoom does that sometimes as well. But just to stop that from happening and look that, the most professional as possible, you want to check your internet connection prior to the live. Second thing, be careful of personal info around the house. Like if there's like a keypad to get into the house, or something that it's a family document for some reason is on the counter. Even if it is vacant, make sure there's nothing around that people can actually steal through watching the live video. And that's probably one of the most important tips, just to keep you safe and your clients safe. And this is kind of like a suggestion, but answer questions in real time. People love this. It again makes it seem like they're coming to your actual open house, because that's how you would be available during that time anyway. So if you answer these questions in real time, it'll actually pop up on your screen just like how it said in the video. It's really a cool thing to do, and they'll really get excited about you answering their questions. There is a 20-minute lag, but at the same time, you'll be able to answer their questions as soon as possible. All right, so that was the Facebook Live for your listings. And my second big tip for you guys, or big thing, is for showings. Yeah, so this is kind of the buyer side of it, right? So this also, again, based on the recent thing that just came out, is vacant only, right? Or there is a little bit of a leeway you can do with this if you know the seller is good, or if the seller is willing. It's even on the listing part as well, on both of these listings and showings. If the seller is willing to do this for you, just to show your client, because maybe they're that willing to sell their house, then the seller can do this for you as well. So what can you do with showings that has to do with live video? Marco Polo, yeah, so this is such an awesome app. It's kind of a cool thing I saw on another real estate broadcast thing, and I use it for my friends and my family. It's kind of like a walkie-talkie style video app where you get to send and share videos back and forth to your contacts, and there's no size limit. Like sometimes it's hard to send videos to people because it's too big or too long, or it just looks really grainy or something when you actually send it to them through text message or something like that. Marco Polo is a way to stop that from happening, and unlike Snapchat, these videos are saved to the app, so you can actually go back and watch the videos again. So how can you use this for showings? The first thing I want to kind of go over is how Marco Polo works in general. So I'm going to give you guys this. It is an app for Android and Apple phones. So here's a little video to show you guys how that can work for you guys.
Hey everyone, here's a quick tutorial on how you can use Marco Polo. First, I'm going to tap on my friend Tia right here. Hi! You can see all of our polos or videos are stored right there along the bottom. As I press start, Tira's going to get a notification saying Megan is talking to you, and if she's free, she can hop on right then. Hey Tira, I'm thinking of you. Oh look, there she is. If people are free, they can log on and watch you right then, but if they're not, don't worry, the polos are saved right along the bottom. There she is. Now as we're watching someone's polo, we can also leave a reaction, an emoji reaction right along the side. You can also use groups with Marco Polo. I've started a new group for us right here. As I tap on it, I can tap right up here at the title, and I can give it a new group name, I can select a chat tile for it, and I can even add people or invite them with a group link to join. Within group settings, you can restrict who can join and add people to the group. You can also record a welcome message that everyone will see as they join this Polo group. With a group invite link, these are easy to get new people over to your Marco Polo group. You can send this link through WhatsApp, email, or text message. And as soon as they tap on it, it'll prompt them to install Marco Polo and join your group. Just like with our one-on-one with Tira, I just tap start, hello everyone, and stop. We're so excited for you to give Marco Polo a try. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us at support@marcopolo.me.
Yes. So let me go to the next one. So Marco Polo is such an amazing app. I swear it. It is, I mean, seriously, it can be used for so many things, especially that group function. When you have that group function, you can actually add two of your clients. Say you're dealing with, a divorce situation. You can add both of your clients on there if they're okay with that. And you can actually show them the homes. I guess you wouldn't be working with a divorce, but what if you're both showing them a house? You can actually show them at the same house at once. So it's a cool way. You can add everyone in the transaction on one of the Marco Polo groups. You can actually correspond with other agents, with the title company if they want to be on there too, or to your vendors. What if your vendor goes in, a pest inspector, and he wants to show you, oh, I see like some rot on the thing right there, on the eaves, and he wants to actually show it to you. It's a great way to visually see it through the process and to still do the social distancing with each other. So Marco Polo is not just good for showings though, but there is more. Marco Polo can be your one-stop shop. So you can use it for final walkthroughs. You can kind of make it like a binge series for the buyer to learn important details about the home they just purchased. And this is you as being the listing agent. Or you could do it as the buyer's agent as well. So you can go around and be like, okay, this is how you program your garage door keypad outside the house. Go around, okay, this is how you program, if you have any smart home features in the house. This is how you turn on the water heater, stuff like that. You get my drift. So you can actually use that visually to show them what they, all the cool new features they have around their house. Say if your house has like, it's a really fancy house and it has one of those cool like, keypads on the wall that, connects to the blinds opening and all those kind of cool smart home features. You can use that to show them how to do it. So that's really cool. Next thing, use it to connect with other agents, all right? This is fun, right? You guys can have your like little happy hours on there and stuff like that, share jokes with each other, share, crazy things you just dealt with a transaction. You can share content, best practices, and brainstorm with each other on here. It is so fun. I do it with some of the people here in BHG and the staff, and it's hilarious. We make each other laugh all the time. Or you could do a preview of your listing to a private group of people. Say you had a bunch of agents who wanted to see your listing. You can put them all in this group and you can preview the listing to them all at once. You don't have to send like random videos to each person. As long as you're fine with them, being all in the same group, or, I don't know the ethics of that, but you can let them see your listing all at once. So that's kind of cool. So again, it's kind of like a binge series for showing around the house, and you can create a story with these Marco Polos, which makes that marketing power of that listing even crazier. So use it to connect with your sphere. This is a really good one for right now because we all have to be in our houses. And the best thing, of course you can write an email, of course you can send a text, of course you can send call them. But what if they can see your face and it's as easy as just taking a, start and stop video to them. So send your sphere little videos with helpful tips, or just to make their day, just be like, oh my gosh, I saw your post on Facebook, you're Marco Poloing. I saw your post on Facebook. It was so cute. I hope your, daughter had fun in her class today at, in her distant learning class, So it's just ways to kind of show that your clients that you're watching. You can do this again as a group. You can kind of send like a group video to all of your clients or your sphere, all the vendors you have. It's just another great way to use Marco Polo. I just love Marco Polo so much, and it's fun to do it with your kids too. Your kids, your hubby. I tried to get my hubby to do it. He doesn't do video. So he didn't really send me back anything. So it's cool. So number 3, and this is the final thing that I want to go over with you guys. I know this is kind of a little shorter of a meeting, but I wanted to be to the point and allow you guys to have a lot of time for questions for me. But the last and final thing is serve your community. And this, I don't know if you guys saw the company-wide Zoom meeting, or I guess it was Microsoft meeting yesterday with Sherry, Chris, and the 2 speakers. I think he was a philosopher and the other one was a coach, a life coach, I think. That was absolutely fabulous. I am hoping that they send us a recording because I want to watch it like 5 million times over again, especially when I'm feeling down. And that actually inspired me to change up my presentation and put this in instead of something else. So serve your community. What does that mean? Do Zoom classes, okay? So this is one of the cool things. Use your amazing Zoom skills, as I know you guys all have, because you guys do like 5 Zoom meetings a day right now with all of us doing classes and helpful tips and stuff, and your weekly meetings for your office. This is a way for you to harness that power and that knowledge that you already have of Zoom and use it to take off your realtor hat and leverage your many talents that you can give to the community, okay? So what I mean by this, don't talk, like what he was saying yesterday, a lot of people don't want to hear about real estate right now because to them, it might be, I mean, not to us, of course, but to them, it might be a little bit like, oh man, I got laid off from my job and now I can't afford it, or, stuff like that. It could be a little bit of a touchy subject for some people. So use the amazing talents you have as a neighborhood expert, or say you used to be an art docent, or say you used to be a hairstylist or something like that. Leverage your many talents. Say you know how to make you're a woodworker or something like that, or you know how to knit or crochet, or there's many things. What if your hidden talent is singing? Leverage your many talents. And I want to give you guys a couple of details or a couple of examples on how to do this. Examples. The first one, I think you guys have been to a lot of these. So as a client appreciation event, you can actually do a virtual happy hour. I don't know what client wouldn't love that, okay? I know I would love that. Sometimes I feel like I want to go to people's happy hours that I don't even involved in their office. Just says it's fun. And how cool is it that you don't have to drive anywhere? You're just sitting in your house, with your jammy pants on. So this is a really, really great way to show your clients that you appreciate them by having a virtual happy hour. Play some games. We've been playing Incoherent. I don't know if you guys have seen that one, but it's so amazing and it makes me laugh. And just to give you guys a little hint, Daryl Rogers, our CEO, is way too good at it, okay? So he has such a fast mind for that stuff, and we're all just like, what? Can you just let us, win some of them? Next one, you can offer knowledge to your client base or to your sphere in general. Do a tutorial. An example of this, do a cooking video, pretend you're like Bobby Flay or Ina Garden or something like that, and, go back to the Better Homes and Gardens roots and do a old school Better Homes and Gardens recipe as the tutorial. Another thing, do it, this is something I need right now. How to, if you used to be a hairstylist, how to cut a man's hair or how to buzz it or whatever the heck, you can use so many different things. Do not think it needs to be real estate. It does not need to be real estate related. You can do things that involve real estate, like, how to properly, decorate this desk, or, with the rule of triangles, if whatever is your background. You can do a beer review, do a wine review. Oh, it's like the best. Offer whatever knowledge you have. I don't care if you think you don't have any knowledge. Yes, you do. Just sit down and put with pen and paper and just write down everything that you like to do, and you will get an idea out of that. Next one, foster positivity, especially during this time. That is one of the most important things you need to do right now, is bring up that positivity, because when everything is done, and it is going to be done, this pandemic won't last forever, use that as a leverage that they will go to you because they know you're a pillar of positivity. So a way to do this is to do virtual story time. I got this from yesterday's meeting. Virtual story time, that's the cutest thing for people's kids, A lot of people are working from home right now and they have kids, and it's really hard to focus. So if if they have another computer and you're just like, hey, I'm doing a story time at 4 p.m. tomorrow, give you guys time, and, the kids can focus on that instead of like focusing on, the parent who's trying to work. That's a great way to do it. Another thing, if you're an art docent, do some Bob Ross paintings or something like that. You know how relaxing those videos can be. And those are also on Netflix. Or you can even stream it from Netflix and have everyone do it with you. It's just so many cute things that you guys could do to have these kind of examples, right? And the way that you can get people to log on and do it again is post it on your social media pages with links to your Zoom meeting, right? Super simple. Just, link it to your Zoom meeting. Do the same thing as like the Facebook Live. post, oh, I'm going, make sure to join my Zoom meeting in an hour. I'm doing this, this, and this. And you'll be surprised at how many people actually show up to it. And this is my final thought for you guys before I answer some questions. I know this was a quick one, but I wanted it to not super cloud your mind with all the fun things that you can do. And I wanted you guys to have time to absorb everything. So this is a kind of looping back around to those people who were on my last class that was about social tool. I just want to put a reminder for you guys. Seek relationships, not just followers. Please put this in your head, all right? It's not about the number of people you have following you. It's about the engagement of the people that you do have following you, okay? 100 people who love you is better than 1,000 people who couldn't give a what. And then focus on helping. This is so important right now. Focus on helping over selling. You are a person, and people are going through a lot of different things right now, a lot of different emotions, a lot of different life changes. You being a pillar for those people is so much more important than worrying about the selling aspect, right? So that is what I'm going to end this on. And I'm going to go back to the Zoom call. And I'm going to open it up for questions. Does anyone have any questions for me or any comments or anything like this?
I do.
Yes.
So comparing Facebook Live to Marco Polo, Facebook Live is Facebook Live. It's a live video. You're talking. People can reply back, send the hearts up, whatever. Marco Polo is also a live video with the people that you've selected to watch it.
Yes. So it's more of a private live video. It's yeah, it's a cool way. So you know how like you could do this on your phone and stuff as a text message, but a lot of the times you can't send off those videos because they might be too long. A lot of times with like iPhones, I think they have to be under like a minute or something like that, or under 30 seconds. But with Marco Polo, you can pick and choose, and they can actually watch you live. You actually get a notification on your phone saying, oh, this person is talking to you. And if you click on it, you can actually watch them live as they talk to you, which is kind of cool. And at the same time, it saves that information. So for example, if you, show a house to a client and they're watching you, or, say they're, busy at that moment and they'll watch you later on, they can actually be like, okay, I'm going to go back to this video because I think I was more interested in this house than I thought. So I'm going to rewatch that walkthrough and then make a decision from there.
But can't they rewatch Facebook Live? And isn't Facebook Live more than a minute? Because I've seen people like can watch it for however long it's on, right?
Totally. Yeah, you can do Facebook Live for sure as that, but it's more for showings that you'd want to use the Marco Polo.
Okay.
Yes, because you'd have to get permission from your seller, but you'd have to get even more permission if you're doing it as a buying agent and showing the listing.
I have a question.
Yes.
So if you've done a video of the house and you want to set up like a live open house that you can mark it out and have people come and sign up to look at it, then would you get on it, Marco Polo is live, and then run the video of the house, or can you do that?
Yeah, I was going to ask that too, because if I have a photographer doing a video, I want to know how to use that. So sorry, it's the same question.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah. You can't put videos into Marco Polo. You have to actually record them. You could always record the screen, like if you had the video playing on your computer, but I wouldn't recommend that because the quality wouldn't be very good. But that would probably be more of a Facebook Live thing to do. Yeah, because Marco Polo is more for like when you're the buyer's agent and you're showing the home. But Facebook Live is more of like if you're the listing agent and you're just doing the open house.
So
I'm sorry, go on.
Yeah, so let's say I decide to do a cooking tutorial or a cooking video on making sourdough bread, and I break it out into 3 days of making the sourdough bread. One, I'm always trying to figure out how to put the camera, right, the video.
Yeah.
And then I have this video and then I post it. I don't understand. Do I post it onto Marco Polo and and then people can see it or look at it later if I send it out to my sphere?
100%. Yeah, if you did it on Marco, you'd have to be doing it like, you couldn't record the video beforehand and then put it on Marco Polo. You'd have to record it on Marco Polo. But I would recommend doing that on Zoom more than doing it on Marco Polo. That cooking tutorial thing is more of like a Facebook Live / Zoom video. Zoom class. It's almost like the same way I did this class, but you would have your computer facing you in the kitchen kind of thing.
Okay, and then trying to show the bread or
Yeah, totally. I know it would almost be smart to have someone else helping you to do that. Yeah.
My dog can help me.
There you go. And you can do Zoom. You can do Zoom meetings on your phone too. So that's actually an easier way. If you had like just the phone tripod, you could be putting it. Yes.
Why wouldn't she use YouTube?
You can use YouTube, yeah, but I guess we're talking more about like just live, if it's a live function.
Yeah. Okay, got it.
But yeah, by all means.
Post like a video.
Well, I heard her say recording,
Yeah, by all means. I think posting it on Facebook would be, posting it on YouTube is, the best option. And you can actually do that after if you do this as a Facebook Live or a Zoom meeting and you record it, you can actually post it right to YouTube. And that's actually what I'm going to do with this class later on today.
I'm still not clear on Marco Polo then. It's you have to you have to send invites to your sphere so that they have it.
Yeah, true.
And then you just, if they're on it, they happen to see it.
Yes, and it'll actually notify them that you're going on there. But that's it's almost like you have to they're going to be waiting for you to, it's a showing thing to do, Oh, okay. It's just a way to, I wouldn't recommend it for any other thing, maybe just starting off with the showings aspect of it. When you're going into a house, you're like, okay, look at how cute this is,
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense. And you think that's better than Facebook Live?
Yes, for showing specifically, yes.
Because the video is better?
Yes, the video's better. Well, and you have to get permission from the listing agent and the seller for that one.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you're the listing agent, sorry, good.
Sorry, Sierra. I've used it before for my clients.
Yeah.
And the husband was, I think he's on the East Coast. The wife was somewhere else. So I had all three of us on the preview of a house that hasn't come on the market, and the listing agent made us a specific appointment for us to see it, but they weren't physically here. So I did Marco Polo with them. So both of them could see it and, take a second look afterwards as well.
Heck yeah. See, that's exactly. I'm glad you used that. That's cool.
It worked out well.
Did they like it? What was their reactions to it?
No, they loved it because they could refer back to it versus doing FaceTime. Because I've done FaceTime with a lot of clients before. And with FaceTime, you cannot go back to, refer back to the pictures again.
That's right. That's a good, thank you, Manji. That's a fabulous point there.
You're welcome.
Yes. Anyone have any other questions for me? Live video? Yes, no problem. Anyone? I gave you guys lots of time for questions. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, what's the difference between Marco Polo and Duo?
I do not know about Duo.
Google Duo? Because it's kind of the same to me.
Oh yeah.
But I just want to know if you knew the difference. I'll try. I mean, I have both, so I'll do. But I have been using Google Duo. But I will try Marco Polo that way. I just didn't know if there was a difference or if you knew or anybody knew.
I will write that down because I haven't used it before.
Okay.
Google Duo. I know that some people use WhatsApp too. I haven't used that. WhatsApp. Yeah, is that similar? You can. Oh, nice. And another way to do it, I heard, is just Facebook Messenger. That you can send good quality videos through that too. I guess just Marco Polo. I mean, in regards to comparing it to Facebook Messenger, it's just kind of a lot more simple. It's made for the fact that you're sending, you know, instant videos and they can watch it live opposed to them waiting for you to send them the video.
Oh, maybe that's what it is, the difference between that and Google. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, fabulous question. I'll look into Duo though. Anyone else? Fabulous people. Oh, let me check the chat. Let me see that.
Sierra,
Yes.
is Marco Polo a free app or?
It is. It's free.
Okay. Oh, good.
Amen. I know. Thank goodness for that, right? Yeah. Thank goodness. Let me check the chat real quick. Oh, thank you, everyone. I see all your nice comments. Yes. Okay, sorry, just looking to make sure I get everyone's things. Hey, feel free to ask me questions while I read this. I can do some multitasking.
So somebody was asking about the Zoom backgrounds.
Yeah.
And if you go online, what you can put any picture you want on your background. You just have to upload it, and you can go down to the very bottom where it says stop video and choose a virtual background, and whatever you have in your computer, you can do that. But if you're wanting something like a luxury or whatever, just Google Zoom backgrounds, and there's all kinds of free ones that you can download onto your computer.
Yes. And then there's the ones that we made for you guys and it's on the marketing tips section on Switchboard. It's one of the things on there you could go and download. I see some of you guys using it. So excited. This is, let me see.
Virtual backgrounds make my hair look janky.
I feel you.
Because I've got curly hair, and when you do use a virtual background, it just looks just so weird with the hair.
Yeah, it cuts the top of my head off sometimes. I'm like, oh man, I'm trying to have volume, not less volume. I don't have any to begin with. Oh, sad day.
There was a tip that I learned that it's fun. Virtual backgrounds are fun, but the reality is it kind of takes a little bit of the personal spirit away. You know what I mean?
True. Very true.
It's like, oh, where are you at? What are you doing? You know, kind of dive into
Let me see your
people's
house.
lives a little bit more.
Yeah. I'm always in front of this lovely closet. Like, what is this?
Well, and we're definitely showing up authentic because, you know, my hair is ready for a hairdresser, and yeah, I'm seeing a lot more gray than I wanted to see. No nails.
I tried to do my own nails. They look terrible. They're already chipped and all. I'm like, I am terrible at that. Like, yeah. So let me see, make sure everyone. Oh, what I see this. What other apps besides Marco Polo that work for live video? Live video, I would say, well, Facebook, of course, Zoom. You know, Zoom, the app on your phone. But other than that, I actually don't really know of the other live apps, and I'll look at that and see if I could do a whole kind of thing on that. Live. Yes. Okay.
Hey, Sierra, are there any like cameras or anything that you know of, or either tripods or selfie sticks or something that you know of or have used that work better or differently than your computer camera? My computer's kind of like, the camera's okay, but the sound isn't great. Yes. And I've seen some people have like microphones, and do you know of anything?
Totally. Oh, it's okay. Where's your doggy? I love doggies.
There she is.
Let's see your doggy. Aww. It's going to the background.
In the background. Anyway, but yeah, I don't know if we want to up our game with either camera or sound stuff. The sound is the other big thing. What would you recommend?
Oh, 100%. You know what I'll do? I'll put this all on a marketing tip post on Switchboard, because I'll have links to the Amazon things of it. The only thing right now is because of everyone using these Zoom classes, and especially for people who are teachers and students in college and stuff like that. A lot of the times these are all out of stock, or they up the price like crazy. So I'll send the ones I have to you, but I can't guarantee that they're in stock. But they're by far my favorite.
And can I just mention also, I think I mentioned this a while back, that if you go on YouTube, there's a guy by the name of Canal.
Oh yeah,
he is really, really, really good. And I just followed his lead with equipment, basically because he was really budget friendly. I mean, you can go budget friendly or you can go a little higher. I did kind of in the middle, but he was good with the lighting, with the audio. I since bought another camera. I have an SL1. I upgraded to an SL3, which I really like really well. And then I upgraded some of my lenses, which are really good for video and vlogging. He talks about the different types of tripods that you can get. And a lot of this is really inexpensive. I mean, like the microphone, which is the Boya, it's like $19 that you can get on Amazon. I got my audio that is on a stand. The stand was like $20. The audio piece was like $20. And these are really some of the top of the line stuff that you can get for really inexpensive. But I would really go and check out Canal.
How do you spell his name?
S-E-A-N, last name is spelled C-A-N-N-E-L-L. And he'll take you from beginning to end. He is really, really, really good.
So excited. I forgot to look that up last time. I need to look that up. Now I have it written down.
And I also got my, I end up getting my, the piece that you can, what's that thing called? That they use, teleprompter. I end up getting my teleprompter, so I've got a really nice teleprompter that I use. And so I just have to put all that stuff together and do it.
Was that an app that you just downloaded? Was that an app that you just downloaded with the teleprompter?
Oh, the teleprompter I used, it's called, I believe, Teleprompter Pro. And what I like about that one over all the ones that I've looked at is that it follows your voice. So if you pause and stop, the rolling stops. And so you can ad lib if you want to, and then the minute you pick back up, it'll pick back up where you left off. So to me, and it was only like $19 for that one.
Oh, and you know what? I read on here, somebody was talking about a stick. One of my agents has this, it's a selfie stick, but the phone, if you put the phone in, it moves around. It's like a 360 selfie stick. I don't know what it's called, but it is slick.
Yeah.
And this
I know that I have to look for the name of that, but I know.
Yeah, that is slick. I mean, so when you're walking around the house, is that it?
Yeah. This is one that I have that will do the same thing. Yeah. And this is nice because you can hold it out and you can do this with your camera. And then there's a piece for the phone. So you can put your phone on or use your camera. And it's nice because if you want to just kind of wrap this, if you're outside and you want to wrap it around a branch, you can do that. Or if you just want to set it on the table. And this one I got from Best Buy, but you can get it on Amazon also.
And that one's my favorite. A lot of really big vloggers use that one.
This is what they use. Absolutely.
What's that one called?
It's called Jobby. And you can get, you don't have to get the really expensive one. I think I paid 50 something for this one.
But that's got the motion thing?
No, I don't think so.
Motion stabilizer?
No.
Oh no, those gyro ones I think are like 100.
Oh, yeah. Those are cool. Yeah. I mean, if you're going to be walking a lot, if you're going to be literally walking the house a lot, it's worth the investment. It is so worth the investment.
100%.
And I'll tell you what, it's slick.
Yeah.
Let me show you guys something else too. When you're looking at lighting, This is really inexpensive. This is like $20. And this, Steve will talk, Sean will talk about this too. See this little lighting thing? This is really nice because you can either have it up high over you if you need the lighting, or you can lower it down where you might need the lighting at the bottom, facing up. And it's only like $20. I ordered 2 of them. And then you can get the batteries, order the batteries separate so that you don't have to worry about replacing the little AA batteries all the time. Just order the other battery and it just works really well.
So why did you get that one instead of the ring light?
I have the ring light as well. I did order a really nice ring light.
You're a professional.
I know.
I think you qualify.
So no, but I mean, why? What's the difference between the two?
The difference between the ring light is going to be bigger and it's going to put off a lot of light. But see, in my room, I need more light in different areas, and especially when I put up the green screen behind me, I need those lights to shine off the green screen. Mm-hmm. Then I use my round light, my ring light, to shine off on me. You should see all the equipment I have. I mean, it's really something.
Have you used this enough that it's worth it?
I've just started setting that up. See, I do professional photography because I do jewelry and I'm a jewelry designer. So I have all of the camera equipment and all of that stuff. And yes, this I got specifically for videoing and vlogging.
Yeah.
And it'll be so worth it.
You have to send us a pic because I can't wait to see that.
Yeah.
Especially with the green screen. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I have my tripods for my teleprompter and all of that. And I mean, if you just follow him, and it's really inexpensive. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's going to be an investment that you're going to be able to use from now on. I mean, let's face it. This is the way that we're probably going to be working from this point forward. So you might as well, while everything is really inexpensive, you might as well start trying to invest in it now, because after this is all over, people are going to be going after this stuff and it's going to be sky high.
Yes.
Well, this technology is going to stick. This
is going to stick.
100%. Amen. And I see that Jason put a gimbal handheld stabilizer link on the comments. So that's good. A smartphone one. On Amazon. Yeah. Thank you, Jason. Heck yeah. All right, my home skillets. Do you guys have any final questions before I let you guys go? I appreciate you guys so much. That was such a good class.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sierra, and happy birthday.
Thank you, guys.
Yes. Hey.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
We love you.
Thank you, guys. Have a great day.
See you next time, guys.
Peace out.
Sierra.
Well, thank you, guys.
Thank you, Sierra.
Thank you, guys. You guys are awesome. And I'm gonna do the YouTube thing. Ready? And peace out.